Meghan's unsuccessful endeavors at home left her vulnerable to the contemptuous glances and exasperation that greeted her and Harry upon their arrival in New York City. Hello, with all the regal splendor, we warmly welcome you to the Princess Diana News channel. Now, let's get to the video. To begin, we should consider a pair of individuals, lacking talent, who made the choice to resign from their royal obligations and travel to America in order to assume a royal persona by engaging in fabricated philanthropic activities and tours. Another strange occurrence is that they established this foundation with the same audacity as famous figures such as the Clintons, Obamas, Gates, or any other successful celebrities, humanitarians, or political leaders they aspire to emulate. Let's consider the true reason behind Meghan and Harry's fame. They have gained notoriety for disrespecting the royal family and ridiculing themselves. However, they genuinely perceive themselves as influential global figures. They issued official remarks regarding the ongoing Israel and Hamas conflict. They issued a formal declaration regarding Ukraine and immunizations. As if they were the true catalysts of change. Okay, let's return to New York City. In an unexpected move, a convoy of 7 vehicles was mobilized to ensure security for a mere 1-block distance. In the afternoon, Meghan arrived at the mental health event wearing an off-white straitjacket that exposed her shoulders. Parents of children who were reportedly subjected to online bullying were seen in discussion, but the exact content of their conversations remained mysterious, which struck me as somewhat dubious. However, it seems illogical for anyone else to receive recognition. I mean, Meghan demands unwavering attention from everyone. The grifters were presented with their respective titles. They should come to a definite decision regarding this matter. Are they planning to utilize the titles or will they forego them altogether? In my opinion, they should persist in using the titles as it amplifies their level of foolishness with each instance. In a nutshell, Meghan expressed that she felt trapped by the royal family's actions, accusing them of racism and displaying hostility towards her. However, she undeniably has a strong desire to utilize those titles. And what do you think about the speech? I mean, it wasn't exactly a speech. A group of individuals engaged in speaking about topics they possess limited knowledge on, resulting in a meaningless discussion. Meghan appears to be firmly trapped in the 90s era. She holds the belief that girls continue to engage in an online exploration of anorexia. Meghan, the trend of anorexia is no longer considered fashionable. Haven't you been informed that curves are regarded as attractive and we can achieve well-being regardless of size? The notion of embracing one's body is currently highly popular. Nowadays, it is strictly prohibited to discuss the hazards of being overweight. Meghan's assertion about discreetly engaging with influential figures in the tech industry, alongside Harry, implies that the mentioned interactions did not occur. It is well established that Meghan has a penchant for speaking in code, which is relatively easy to decipher. Harry came up with some brilliant ideas, however. He suggested that social media platforms simply eliminate algorithms, which would be a relatively straightforward solution. He additionally advised parents not to expose their children to anything on the internet that they deemed inappropriate. Harry, I appreciate your kindness. How would we manage in the absence of your deep insights? Perhaps it would be advisable for us all to tune into Sesame Street. Following that, Harry discussed a farmer who happened to be present in the audience. He insinuated that the individual lacking wealth would struggle to effectively navigate online hazards. It doesn't require a person of great intelligence to understand how Harry could come up with such utterly irrational ideas. Meghan, as usual, lacks awareness and fails to grasp the atmosphere of the room. She thought it was a brilliant idea to engage in a lengthy conversation about motherhood, accompanied by laughter and smiles, in a room full of parents who had tragically lost their children to suicide. Furthermore, she expressed the belief that motherhood is the utmost significant responsibility one can have. Additionally, I have the role of being espoused to this individual. She has reached a point where mentioning his name is no longer possible. Once the event concluded, Meghan followed her usual routine of leading Harry off the stage by hand. Moreover, the most enticing aspect lies in this. In her usual Meghan style, she suggested that if the media pays significant attention to our actions, they should redirect their focus to our areas of interest. Meghan, I sincerely appreciate your kindness. I momentarily lost my memory. Everything is constantly centered around you. There may have been other notable moments, but essentially what I'm trying to convey is that Meghan and Harry's show was a typical display of irrationality. They're not qualified to discuss this topic. What could have possibly been going through their minds? It would be best if they return to their luxurious Montecito McMansion and fulfill their responsibilities, such as attending to the chickens or whatever else occupies their time there. They should refrain from discussing topics about which they lack knowledge. Furthermore, their inability to attract a large audience is deteriorating due to the collective online scrutiny of their dishonest activities. Meghan actively seeks out various trends solely to strengthen her biased arguments on public forums, and she views the online connectivity among people as a significant concern. She categorizes these online communities as harassers and actively searches for a marginalized group to support through their platform. This mirrors her participation in a media event in Uvalde, where she positioned herself as a compassionate humanitarian fighting for justice for the victims of a tragic incident. Her actions consistently demonstrate her strategic mindset and desire to achieve specific objectives. The focus is not on the specific platform she is attempting to exploit, but rather on the ability for people to come together and discuss topics on a large scale, suggesting a negative outcome. Meghan Markle's preferred method is to take advantage of genuine victims and connect their experiences with her own, allowing her to exploit their victimhood. She is essentially someone who actively seeks out accidents or emergencies to capitalize on. She manipulates facts to suit her own storyline. Furthermore, there are individuals who suffer from this situation. The individuals she is subverting are the ones being harmed. The Queen firmly declined and her decision will persist indefinitely. I highly doubt that Harry possesses the intellect required to independently devise such mischief. Although Meghan may not possess high intelligence, she demonstrates cleverness. I mean, she possesses a cunning and alarming nature. However, in any case, it can be seen as a constant and determined attempt to seize and maintain a prominent position and remain significant regardless of the circumstances. Thanks to Meghan's determination, we can look forward to a prolonged period of entertainment. Rest assured, we can definitely rely on that. Adding to the comicality, one of the vehicles in their fleet was a counterfeit NYPD car. The vehicle in question was a Nissan, a type of car that is not typically utilized by the NYPD. It can be rented for use in films and television productions. To what extent can both of them be deceptive? Word on the street suggests that a staged abduction involving Meghan may be imminent. I trust she will not attempt that, although I cannot completely rule it out. I recently came across information suggesting that Archwell was credited with organizing this entire event. However, I later discovered that those claims were indeed false. Who was accountable for the incident? Additionally, what was the reason behind the widespread presence of Archwell advertisements? Who received the proceeds from the tickets priced at $1,200? Were the grieving parents required to pay to attend? Most likely, they did. Why weren't the panel of experts included in the photos? Can you provide more information about their identities and the insights they shared? Do Meghan or Harry possess any relevant mental health credentials that would make them qualified to discuss or provide guidance on this matter? No. So, what unique knowledge or insights do they have to offer that haven't already been widely known? If the intention was to have a meaningful conversation, the organizers should have ensured that only experts were included on the panel. If I desired to obtain insights on mental health struggles, I'd choose to visit the part of town where individuals with unique perspectives can usually be found. The locality where individuals addicted to crack cocaine tend to gather. And I'm pretty sure their stories would be more captivating than what Meghan and Harry have to share. Meghan Markle readily acknowledges that she is someone who enjoys embracing others. It appears that she embraces anything nearby to demonstrate her genuine warmth and affectionate nature. In contrast to the chilly, detached, unkind, and excessively formal royal household. During the Oprah interview, Meghan mentioned that Catherine did not display a particularly welcoming response when they first met and she went in for a hug. Meghan concluded that the discrepancy is simply a result of cultural distinctions between the British and Americans. Catherine is definitely not fake. She does not possess the quality of being a hypocrite. She is genuinely herself, not putting on a show for the cameras. It is uncommon for Americans to engage in hugging when they meet someone new, which is considered unusual. That is highly suitable. However, Meghan frequently engages in her own activities, displaying a lack of grace and dignity. What is the matter with that lady? What motivates her to embrace strangers, and with such an unpleasant smile on her face? Honestly, I don't even embrace people I am familiar with. Not everyone is comfortable with physical affection, so when a person who enjoys hugging approaches them, it can be seen as somewhat crazy. If she ever dares to approach me, I will completely disregard her due to her insincerity. I desire for her to engage in that action. However, I have no intention of going anywhere near Montecito. That's it for the video. Please share your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to like and share with those interested. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button to stay updated with our latest content. Thanks for joining us, have a great day, and stay tuned for upcoming videos.